Hello, beautiful people. How has your dream space been lately? How have you been feeling about Gemini season? Personally, I'm really excited about Gemini season. I feel honestly that I get really excited about any new cycle, new season starting because we get to start the whole transformative cycle anew, and that is such an amazing experience for me personally. And so, just to share where I'm at and what I have going on right now, in this moment of Gemini season, as this is beginning, I have been integrating a new consciousness. And I know that might sound kind of like woo woo, or maybe like, what does that even mean? And so I'm going to share this with you because this is so on point for where we are right now in our collective consciousness evolution, as well as within the astrological climate. And so for years, I have been digging through my subconscious mainly via dream work, and now I've been really good about meditation. And my goal essentially is to just get to know myself on the deepest level possible. And also, if I can, I would love to live a life in which my subconscious is integrated with my conscious mind, like living in that experience of full conscious awareness. That's what I'm going for. That is a dream, and I really want to make that a reality, or I am making it a reality. I should fix the way I'm saying things. So with that said, of course, we have to look within those hidden corners, and we have to really make a beautiful, deep connection with our inner being. And the inner being is the most accessible through dreams and through meditation. We have to get really, really quiet. And so essentially what I mean by integrating a new consciousness or state of consciousness essentially is that I am what people will say as like reprogramming the mind. I'm basically sifting out all of the negative, like restrictive stories, narratives that I've been telling myself for years, and I am telling a new story. And when you are doing the dream work, essentially working with that hand in hand, you really get a very clear insight into what is going on beneath the surface, especially if you're in moments of high stress or anxiety, or you're just feeling out of balance. Your dream space will really be very loud, to the point where like maybe you're not really dreaming, or maybe if you are someone who pays attention and records your dream often, in those periods you're not recording your dreams, or maybe you're having specific themes of, like, for me, right before I had a nervous breakdown, I was having dreams about a broken roof of a house, like in many different dreams. Like the structure of the house was just like nails were exposed, and it was just so ugly, and it was so distorted, and and I know now when I have imagery in that way that I need to really pay attention to my mental health and also my nervous system. And so what has been incredibly helpful for me when I do have these kind of dreams, or just something really profound and moving comes up in my dream space, I will then go directly to my dream space and ask it a question, or essentially have an engagement. Like I really seek out my inner being through the dream space. And this has been incredibly helpful. I've been able to heal past relationships, learn more about myself. A part of my journey as far as changing my name has been as a result of my dreams and having that ongoing conversation. And so what I want to share in this particular video essentially is that there is a way in which you can build a direct connection to your inner self. And our inner self has the access to everything about us, and it has the guidance and the wisdom to help us heal, help us transform, and to live a better life. And what has been really helpful as far as the technique with connecting with my inner guide, my dreaming self, is essentially dream incubation. And dream incubation, and I like to call it also dream divination, is basically you meeting your dreaming self, or you meeting the dream space with a question, with an intention, with a request, right? We're always guided. If you're someone who spends a lot of time in spiritual communities, you know that it's encouraged to ask your guides for help. Well, what about ourselves, right? What about coming to the source and working with your inner being, your inner guidance system, because that is the closest to us, right? And so I have been able to do this through dream incubation. And I'm really excited to share my practice, my technique of dream incubation, dream divination this coming Sunday. I am teaching a class through Ritual Craft School. It's an online class on June 1st at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be teaching the sacred art of dream divination so you can learn how to connect with your inner guide through your dream space, to learn more, to understand how to interpret the message and the symbolism, and also to gain an understanding or just to know auspicious timing and when it is best to seek that guidance and that wisdom. And I'll say, just this week coming, or within this week, we have Mercury Cazimi in Gemini, and this is a perfect opportunity to seek out your dreaming self or your inner guide for some sort of guidance or solutions with any problems that you're having right now. And so that is what I want to share with you today. I would love for you to join me this weekend. Again, that's June 1st online. The link is going to be in my bio, of course. And so if you have any questions, feel free to share that in the comments. But I would love to connect with you and to see you there. And sweet dreams, everyone. And I really am wishing the best for you on this journey.